So there's a lovely story which is told about Winston Churchill, which is he's at a banquet in the mid-50s, or shortly, I think, after the Queen took the throne. He's, of course, newly Prime Minister again, and there's a Commonwealth and Empire banquet at Buckingham Palace, and someone comes up to Churchill and says, we've got a bit of a problem because one of the heads of state, we don't know who it is, has actually stolen one of the pepper pots. Apparently they're solid gold and they date back to George III, and it's a bit of a problem. So they go, well, what the hell do we do? Because we can't really accuse them straight off. What Churchill does, apparently, when I regard this as an absolute act of genius, okay, is he says, don't worry, I'll take care of this. He picks up the matching salt shaker, puts it in his top pocket, waits for the head of state to be, standing more or less alone and unobserved, and sidles up to her, pulls the salt shaker out of his top pocket and says, I think we've both been spotted. We'd better put these back. Now, the genius of that, if you think about it, I mean, could I have thought of that? And the answer I've come to is that given 6 months, I might have come up with it. The genius of a man who can come up with that in the spot, which is if you portray yourself not as an accuser, but as a fellow offender, the whole nature of that social exchange is completely different.
Portraying yourself as a fellow offender rather than an accuser can transform a tense situation into one of shared accountability and camaraderie. This approach shifts the dynamic from confrontation to mutual understanding, as illustrated by Winston Churchill.